Minerals play an essential role in your body's functions. Don't get enough, you can suffer a long list of health problems. But get the minerals you need, and you can absolutely thrive. We used to get our minerals from the food we eat every day, but overfarming has stripped the nutrients from the soil. Crops grown decades ago were far richer in vitamins and minerals than what we have today. You'd have to eat 4 servings of broccoli to get the calcium 1 serving provided in the 1950s. And meat has just half the iron. Here's your solution. SoulLife mineral supplements including Selenda, Re-Kick, Reform, and Magnesium 5X. Specially formulated to ensure your body actually absorbs the minerals and nutrients inside. SoulLife has been making Canadians healthier for years, and now we are proud to be exclusive partners here in America. Go to our link to get your Rick and Kelly discount on these amazing supplements that can upgrade your life. SoulLife, the minerals you need. Hi there. Welcome to Rick and Kelly's recap of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, episode 14. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
And this is SoulLife. You may have seen it on our Daily Smash. We are very excited to be the exclusive partners here in America to sell these Canadian supplements that are minerals and nutrients. You're about to knock over my display.
I love them so much.
Minerals and nutrients, and the Selenda and the formula will guarantee absorption, which is the most important thing when you're taking a supplement. These things are tried and tested by our northern neighbors, but this is the first time you can get them here in America. They are marvelous. We've been taking them. We've had great results.
Oh, I've had amazing. You know, with my hypothyroidism, it's really helped me out a lot. I have energy. My hair's grown back. I don't feel cold. I don't have brain fog as much. That's
Every once in a while?
Every once in a while.
My nails are growing too. Check that out, yo.
I didn't realize I've gone all this time I've had a thyroid problem since my 30s. And I never realized how important minerals are to somebody who has an autoimmune disease like this. So what I'm really excited about this is that these supplements, this are Canadian, and they have the FDA there is like 10 times more stringent than
much stricter than the FDA. But we also learned that the soil has been stripped of much of its minerals because of overfarming. Not just in America, but around the world. And the guys who created this company, one of them grew up on a farm.
His dad lived to be like 100 or something.
He's fascinated by soil and realized that there had to be a way to fix it, to give people the supplements, the nutrients and minerals that they need that they're not getting from the food they eat. Because if it's not in the soil, then it's not in the plants, vegetables, fruits that you're eating. So SoulLife is the answer. You can find it at soullife.com/Rick and Kelly. Get our discount. Normally $69.95. These are $49.99, I think. If you buy 2 on an auto order, and then you can get the 6-pack for $249. It's normally $369, $379. It's a really good deal, and you take them every day, and you're going to change your life. I mean, that's all there is to it. You need
changing my life.
You need these minerals.
I mean, I need them.
We all need them.
Me more than
especially because
because of my issue.
Well, just in case you're wondering,
I'm just so excited to see my blood test.
Oh yeah, to see how you've improved.
I've never really. I've always taken maybe like a vitamin here and there. I've never really have taken vitamins like daily or regularly.
Well, I haven't either, but I'm really motivated to take these on a daily basis and get healthy. I mean, I already am, I think, pretty healthy, but we're both going to be super healthy thanks to this. Again, the link is in the show description. Yeah?
Okay. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, how can they get these?
Yeah, the link is in the show description. It's soullife.com/Rick and Kelly.
The thing of it is to get real results, you have to do it for 3 months straight. So you can see.
No, you do. You have to do it every day.
Every day for 3 months. And then you'll see the results. And they have testimonials. If you guys have like psoriasis, alopecia, things like that, you'll see like any kind of like gut health, all that stuff that everyone talks about. It really helps.
It does. So check out the website, get yourself some SoulLife, and get the minerals that you need. Now to Beverly Hills. The ratings for last week's show were terrific. The best yet this season. RHOBH Season 13, Episode 13.29 demo, 1.172 million viewers.
Dang, that's pretty darn good.
They're crushing it.
They're crushing it.
Yeah. And this week...
We used to hit those when I was on there.
Yeah, you
now they're in the 700s.
Right. And how does that make you feel?
Those aren't live numbers. Remember when Andy goes, oh, and the live numbers.
Right, these are live numbers.
Yeah, these are live numbers.
Right.
So, like, what's your excuse for, sorry, the dishwasher.
Oh, yeah. Sorry for the background noise.
Yeah.
We're right next to the kitchen. We just had a delicious meal. Bobby helped cook, but you made some amazing twice-baked potatoes.
I made the chicken.
Oh, you made everything, really. She didn't really help, but she helped clean up.
No, she cleaned.
Yeah.
I don't mind cooking. I just hate the cleanup.
Yeah. Well, I pitched in.
Oh, you did?
I did some cleanup.
You did great.
You know, as far as I'm concerned, when you cook, I should clean every time.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't mind doing it.
Yeah.
So the ladies are back in Barcelona. That trip is continuing.
Can I move this now?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
It's like in my way. Okay.
The ladies are still in Barcelona for another week. As we learned, they'll be back again next week when they spread the ashes of Merce.
Like the Big Lebowski? Did you ever see the Big Lebowski?
Of course.
Remember when he throws the ashes and it comes back and hits him in the face?
I mean, if you're going to spread ashes, don't you first make sure you know which way the wind's blowing? Isn't that the most important thing? Yeah. It's not that hard to figure out. A little flag, a thumb in the air. You don't just willy-nilly toss the ashes up.
Don't you do it on a boat?
They should have absolutely been on a boat, because then you can position yourself where you know the wind is blowing in a certain direction and not in people's faces. But that's at the end of the show. That's in the coming attractions for next week. This week starts with Crystal having health issues, throwing up in a car, and they call an ambulance.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Anne-Marie, who the night before was fiercely fighting with Crystal, is now her nurse anesthetist.
Anesthetist.
She's nursing Crystal until the ambulance arrives. And I'm like, oh, there you go. Kelly always talks about conflict and resolution.
See, there he is.
They did it in 2 seconds.
Resolution. That's all these shows are. Conflict, resolution. Conflict, resolution. That's what these...
And there you had it.
And yeah.
Conflict,
and in real life, that would not happen.
Right.
You'd be like, I am not dealing with this chick.
It's a TV show, and it just made me realize more and more that they're acting. They're all acting.
Yes, they
Most of them are actresses.
Well, like that's the whole shtick for Tamara. Tamara does that. That's Tamara's MO. Conflict, and then resolution, then she comes and kiss ass.
Right.
Like, that's the name of the game of this stupid
Well,
show.
I'm just not buying that Crystal and Anne-Marie are pals again. I'm not buying it. Sorry.
They could be.
Maybe.
But none of them are friends on that show. None of them hang out with each other off camera. I mean, even Kyle even said, Dory and I, we've only gone on one trip together, like, sit down. We're not friends.
When they showed Crystal's blood pressure, it was abnormally high. It was 177 over 108 instead of 120 over 80.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You have high blood pressure, which is dangerous. You can get strokes. You can have all kinds of issues with high blood pressure.
Yeah.
And she's young, right? 40.
Yeah.
Why would you subject yourself to these kinds of shows?
Stressful situations?
Well, I asked her why she did. She said because she wants to endorse the Asian culture or something, right?
Be a voice for...
Be a voice for the Asian or
represent.
Represent. That's what she said.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if I was rich, I would not be on the show.
Yeah.
Like that rich. And B, if I had any kind of health issue, because these shows are major stress. Like majorly stressful. Because you have the trolls coming at you. You have people nitpicking at you.
Yep.
You're too fat. You're too skinny. You're ugly. Your hair looks great. Your hair looks better short, and it looks long. It's like I don't like that outfit. It's like constant negative stuff.
And she has a company to run, her water company.
And she's got little kids.
Got little kids. I mean, ego is the only explanation I can come up with. She doesn't need the money.
Well, it's like Heather Dubrow. Same thing. Same.
Right. So they, after they put Crystal in the ambulance, they head to the church. And Erica mentioned she had a church in her house. You did a nice little Erica impersonation.
Oh, I used to have one of these chapels in my house. I'm Catholic. We're all sinners. We're all sinners here.
Did you think they were dressed appropriately for church?
Well, Anne Marie wasn't. She had like a big, huge, like she had like a pink like outfit on with like an opening right here.
Yeah.
Like if you've ever been to the Sistine Chapel before or St. Peter's Basilica,
I have.
You can't wear tank tops. You have to wear like.
There's like a dress code.
Like there's a yeah. Like typically that wouldn't.
Erica said they were all sinners.
Well, we all are. Every single one of us.
I guess I am too.
We all are.
Not lately though.
But you have to repent for your sins. Even the Jews say that.
I'm supposed to.
I just thought it was weird that Dorit goes in there and she didn't want to do a.
She said she couldn't pray in the church.
Yeah, that she couldn't pray in the church.
I prayed in churches.
You pray with me when I take you to church.
I know. I do.
What is that? Why wouldn't you want to pray in the church?
I mean, I guess if you're super religious, then the Jews would frown on their people going to a church to worship when they should be worshiping in a temple.
But we have one God. We believe in the same God.
I am not a religious scholar, but I think it's nonsense that you shouldn't be praying in a church. I didn't like
that when she said that.
Yeah, me either. Eric was upset that no one apologized to her about the earrings, that she won an appeal or something.
Nobody ever said, I'm sorry. You know, everybody, look at her. They hated me last year. He said that, I was a shyster.
Why didn't you just give the earrings back?
Because they're mine. All right? They're a gift.
You sound like you suck some helium.
Well, that's what she talks like. He talks like this, and it's like very annoying.
Why, Iota?
And then the Muslims and, the Beirut, was the Paris of the Middle East. And,
she's like throwing out all these like fun facts.
That was so funny.
She must have dealt with a lot of Middle Eastern people with Girardi, because
she's like, I barely graduated. I don't even think I had a high school diploma. I was a stripper. Tom Girardi was a waitress. He was 45 years my senior.
You're on a tear. The pictures of Erica from long ago look nothing like her today.
Dorit looks nothing like her today. Dorit looks like when they said that she had a head transplant.
Yeah.
Wowzer.
Yeah,
and when they show those pictures, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? You're not ugly. You're just broke. And there you go.
Because they got the money for the surgeries, changed their lives, their image, their face, everything. Sutton and Kyle have a moment in church, which was touching. And then the ladies head into town. And Borat is their tour guide.
Borat?
It looked like Borat, their tour guide.
He sounded like Borat.
He did. They sit down for lunch. Anne-Marie, on the way, Anne-Marie calls her, or she gets a FaceTime from
her husband,
and she calls him Daddy.
That's so weird.
And the ladies are all laughing.
Could you imagine if I called you Daddy?
I guess I'm old enough to be your daddy.
No,
barely.
You're not. You're 16 years. No, I guess you could.
Technically.
Yes.
No, you don't need to call me that. That would just make me feel older than I already am.
I find that like sick. Like we watched this movie last night where this guy was banging his son's girlfriend.
Fiance and then wife.
Yeah. And I was like, this is so disturbing to me.
It was.
I'm like, I can't watch this.
And it was stupid. Like the scenarios just got more and more dumb. And he was handling it so poorly, I thought. Like he was just, first he did it in the first place, but then the way he was acting around his wife, like, wouldn't you try to hide it a little bit if you were doing something
It was just a horrible movie. I don't even remember the name of it. It was so stupid.
It's called Obsession, and it's a 4-part. I think it's a 4-part limited series.
Yes, it's got to be like Terminated series, not limited.
I think we fell asleep on the third part.
I was like, I gotta. I got to take my magnesium 5 times and go night-night.
So they go shopping, and then they go back to their rental, and Crystal's there and reveals her family has a history of high blood pressure and hypertension. And Crystal and Anne-Marie hug like all is okay now.
Hi. It's okay, Crystal. You almost died, and I'm a nurse slash nurse esthetician or whatever, anesthetist. And
Woe is me.
and I told you that you needed to go. I was right.
Woe is
I
me.
knew. I took your blood pressure, and I knew you needed to go to the hospital.
You saved my life. You're my hero.
I mean, if you want to go on vacation with somebody, you want to go on vacation with somebody that knows, right?
A nurse or a doctor?
Yes, because most of the, I mean, I felt like that before, and I'm like, I'm not going to go to the doctor. You know, you kind of feel like you can like pass.
I've had to give medical treatment overseas multiple times. And
Mouth to mouth?
No. But it can be scary. I burned my eyes in Rome. I got really sick in Israel one time. I had to go to the hospital.
I remember when I was dating you. You went to Israel. You were really sick.
Yeah, I was. That was right before COVID happened.
I thought you had COVID.
I don't think I did. But who knows?
You were sick. Okay, so without further ado.
Okay, what else happened? Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
I'm going to make an edit there. So they're getting ready for dinner, and Garcelle, Erica, and Sutton all have glam. Mm-hmm. And the other ladies don't. So they're all doing their own makeup.
Isn't it funny that Kyle Richards has more money than all of them, and she didn't bring her glam squad? See, I think those child actresses, there was somebody on there that was a child actress. I think it was Cher. Cher was on there, and somebody else. Marie Osmond or whatever. And she said that you had to learn how to do your makeup when you were like, if you were like a child actor. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah. And it's. I think that's what like Kyle knows how to do her makeup and her hair.
Perhaps
all by herself.
Well, Crystal did her own, and
Crystal's young.
And Marie did her own makeup,
and she has bike eyelash. She's got the extensions on. So it's like it's not hard to look good when you have those extensions on. I don't like the extensions because they ruin my eyelashes.
Yeah.
But you wake up looking pretty with those things on.
Well,
with those eyelashes, like all of a sudden you look like you don't have to put makeup on. You look great. You look like camera ready.
That's awesome. Erica gets hammered. Apparently she was drinking all day, and then she shows up at this dinner, and Sutton's friends come for dinner, and Erica is wasted, and you know they're laughing, and she sounds wasted, and she says some really like
she was
hurtful things.
Funny, okay. But so she has this little thing like this, and she had her at the ashes.
You talking about the ashes?
Yeah, and Erica goes, Merce is the guy that who died, who passes in the ashes, and she has this little thing like this, and she goes, Merce in your purse. That was funny. I'm sorry. I was dying. I thought Julie was laughing too.
And then she goes, I know y'all love Merce, but Merce is in a Ziploc. But the thing is, she said those things, but she also was connecting with the woman from Beirut and talking about places and situations and things that happened in the past, and all the women are looking like, who are you? Like, how do you know this stuff? And some of it might have been BS, but she did know about some of it.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
It was so entertaining.
Yeah.
I like that part of that whole thing.
They showed that Kyle's mom's ashes are in a bathroom in her house.
I want to know how Garcelle has never had paella. How?
Jolie asked me if I ever had paella. I was like, of course I have. I had paella. I can't speak. A bunch of times. I love paella.
Oh, I love paella. It's beautiful.
How has Garcelle never had it?
I don't know.
I don't believe she's never had it. How about that? I'm going to call BS on that.
Yeah, me too. I don't know anybody who has not had paella. If you have not had paella, you can go to your local Trader Joe's, and there's some in the frozen section. And then if you want to really make it tasty, add some saffron to it.
If you've had paella, If you haven't had paella, raise your hand. So Sutton talks about spreading the ashes. Erica pieced out. Kelly thinks Kyle had a BBL.
I think she had a BBL. She's got a big round, but I'm sorry. I can lift and do everything. And she had a flat butt before, like a little flat butt.
Yeah.
It's like this now. She had to have had a BBL.
Wow.
Because if you lose that much weight as she's lost, you lose your butt. Just like me.
That makes sense.
I'm 125 right now, and I'm a flat butt. Like
when you lose all that
weight. When I gain weight, I have a butt. So
your boobs get smaller and your butt gets smaller when you lose weight.
Right, and she has. I think she had a BBL.
Okay, well let's ask her.
Let's ask her.
They go upstairs. Crystal,
which is nothing wrong with it, by the way. I mean, I would love to have a BBL. Like. Would love it.
You don't need
but I'm
that.
Just afraid.
And then you can have a fake butt. It's just weird. Like you can have like the bubble butt.
Yeah, you like bubble butts.
No, I like your butt.
Oh gosh.
I don't need you to put it. What are you doing it for? If you're not doing it for me, you're just doing it for yourself to have a bigger butt when you walk around.
Well, even Tony said I had a flat butt.
So what? Who cares what Tony says?
That's my cousin, by the way.
They go upstairs. Crystal's checking her blood pressure. Sutton shows the flowers that they're going to wear when they spread Marissa's ashes at sea. Dorit's getting her glam. She complains that PK isn't home with the kids. I think they're building up to some kind of confrontation between Dorit and PK.
She's like, my mom is there. Well, my mom's here all the time. I mean, wouldn't you prefer to have your mom there over your husband? I mean, I would. I always like to have my mom at home. I preferred her to take care of Julie than Michael.
I'm so glad that your mom's here.
Yeah.
I started to say Sutton because the next thing was Sutton getting really emotional. Before they go out to spread the ashes, she's crying. She's likening it to her dad and to
her husband.
The end of her marriage.
It was sad. I mean, it was sad. She could see the hurt and her heart was broken, and I mean, she could see she's been through some trauma, right? Mm-hmm. Her dad killing himself, like that's horrific. And then her husband that she was so in love with, like just checks out. And she said that the husband moved out and then called her and said, "Hey, you need to get a lawyer. I'm filing for divorce."
Right.
Booyah.
She thought it was some kind of trial separation, but he was like, "There's no trial here. We're separated. We're done.
Bye.
Yeah, peace out."
I'm sorry. I'd be like, okay, fine. I get half of your fortune that you built up.
Well, she did. She made.
I wouldn't be sad.
She had a huge. She's getting like what, $300,000 a month or something, $250,000 a month. It's some crazy number. Plus the money he gave her when they split up.
And she's got kids Jolie's age. Like she's got young kids. Like they're not like she's got kids at home.
Yeah.
But the one I think is Jolie's age. And
but they never show those kids, right?
No, because the dad said she didn't want them.
He wouldn't let it happen.
Yeah, wouldn't let it happen. And that's like a lot of these shows, right?
Yeah.
They don't show the whole thing.
Right.
You're
just
weird. You're getting like a little glimpse of what. And that's what
It's not real reality.
It's not real reality.
No, because you only see
what's going on. Yeah.
You see what they show you, which isn't much.
Well, just for instance, Crystal's been on for 3 years. No one knew that she had a big, huge
water company.
Yeah. And who knew?
All right, we got to run. Get your SoulLife. The link is in our show description. Have a great weekend and a great week ahead, and we'll see you next week.
Mwah. Bye, guys.